Someone sent me their video this week and asked me what I thought, and they looked good, confident, really confident, and good lighting in a nice studio. The background was a nice colour, every word was perfect, and I watched it and I thought, that looks like AI made it. They'd done everything right, and that was the problem. So how do you look confident on camera but not look like that? I don't think it's about what's going on in your head. It's about where you put your camera and where you choose to look. Change those and it might just transform how you come across. Have you ever been told just to breathe or do some crazy power pose or just even be yourself? It's all kind of in your head stuff. I don't really buy it. So here's what I reckon after 25 years behind the camera. The more artificial your surroundings feel, the harder it is to be confident. I mean, I've got a setup at home, a backdrop with a neon sign and everything. I mean, it's a bit grand to call it a studio. It's the corner of a spare bedroom. But when I sit there, it forces me to sit in a certain way. It forces me to be, well, a presenter. And you see this everywhere. People build a corner with their books behind them. They have lights, a perfect desk. And once you're behind the desk, you feel like a newsreader to the person watching. And I've not heard others say this either. You feel like a newsreader to yourself too. So we're going to strip that all away. Right, this next bit pains me because I'm a cameraman, and in my day job I work with cameras worth tens of thousands of pounds, hundreds of thousands sometimes. And I got approached the other week from a big camera retailer. They wanted me to do some affiliate work, sell you all the gear. I mean, the expensive stuff. And I kept thinking, no, I want to make this easier for you, not harder, because when you point a big camera at someone, it stares them down. It's intimidating. A phone isn't, and that's what I'm recording on now. A phone that has that kind of FaceTime feeling or that Zoom call feeling you're already used to. And also, when you have an expensive camera, some of your brain goes into making that technically work. Is your white balance right? Mic levels? Lighting? Now, I've stripped all of that out. Natural light, phone, simply press record, say the thing, that's it. And remember, as a TV cameraman, I should be saying the exact opposite. But for me, all that spare brain capacity now can go into what you're actually saying. Why should you be thinking about those technical things whilst you're speaking? Now, if there's a setup you can actually try, well, try this. Maybe there's a picnic table in the park. Stick your camera roughly where the other person would be sitting. Something in the foreground. I mean, I might put a drink there, but I could put my gimbally thing. And now it isn't a presentation in front of a sign with your brand name behind it. It's just two people talking. And it starts with the words too. If the script doesn't sound like a chat, then it won't feel like one. Simple as that. Oh, and the biggest compliment I get is people say they feel like they know me. That I'm the same person on screen and off. Maybe that's true, maybe it isn't. It's still a version of me. What if you're nervous? How can we tell and how can we fix it? Well, when you're nervous, our eyes lock onto the lens, stare it down because you're concentrating on getting every word right. But the whole thing goes stiff. All the right words are there, but it's a bit too polished and strangely wooden at the same time. And you feel it as a viewer too, don't you? Someone staring at you through the camera, saying words that kind of don't mean that much to them. And I've also done it too. When I've read off a prompter badly, it hasn't come out how I meant it to at all. And having watched lots of social videos, I think little things add up to make it feel less authentic. Like when someone's posting on a company account and they've got the company polo shirt on, that uniform. How can you ever feel like you're speaking to a friend? I think there's a whole video in that. Actually, maybe next time. Right, let's actually build the shot. 3 things: height, distance, and where to look. Height first. Get the lens that you're looking at eye level. If the camera's below you, well, let's have a look at that. It feels like I'm towering over you. And I'm looking down on my audience. If it's above, it's kind of weird too. What are you doing up there? Are you like sitting in the tree or what? You wouldn't give someone advice while towering over them, would you? Your eyes want to meet. We want to be at the same level. Next up, distance. Too close and it just feels a little bit too much, as if we're just about to kiss. We don't want that, do we? So think about sitting on a bench. How far away is someone sat across from you? That far. That's your shot. And eyeline. Try not to stare down the lens the whole time. Everyone says, imagine the camera's a person. Fine, but you have to think about what that actually means. You don't stare at a mate in the eyes for 11 minutes, do you? So you look away for a bit. You think for a bit. You come back. So I'll be talking and thinking. And when I want something to really land, I come back and I say it right into your eyes. But not all the time. That's the trick. Last week I did one about looking natural, moving about. But where's the line? What's confident and what's natural? Well, confident is the pose, I suppose. It's saying the words properly, head up, looking strong. Natural is when you lean into your quirks. It's the cup of tea in shot. It's stopping what you're doing to tell someone a thing. And that video I got sent, that's exactly it. They had the confident bit nailed. Head and shoulders, blue background, light in the right place, perfect words, but it was just so designed that it could have been made by a machine, because that's the shot AI can do now quite easily. So I'm going to try and make stuff that AI can't. Me leaning across the kitchen table with a cup of tea, talking to you like I've just stopped what I was doing. That's the bit the machines can't fake. And hopefully that's the bit people trust. Just let me show you the difference. This is me standing on a spot, waiting for someone to say go, staring you down. Feels awkward, right? And here's me walking in, hands going, looking away, coming back, really relaxed. It's the same me. Nothing's changed in my head at all. I just changed how I acted in front of the camera and what I did with my body. And that's the whole video, really. And you might be thinking, Chris, I'm not a confident person. A camera trick isn't going to fix it all. Well, I'm an introvert and I do this. And you talk to people every day, don't you? In real life. Even if you're shy, even if it's just a single person. So that's all this is. I'm not talking to a million people. I'm talking to one person, you. And I'm trying to help you or them with their day. Where's the pressure in that? You will get people who say that you're like someone else. I mean, people comment that I sound like David Attenborough. Not quite sure I get that one. And all of the Top Gear presenters. I mean, both can't be true. And if there's malice in any comments, they're always from people who've never really posted anyway. So don't worry about them. And just try and keep it small. Don't be writing a half-hour script. Look at this video. I'm doing it in 2 or 3 minute chunks, maybe 1 minute chunks. So if I fluff it, I do 2 minutes again. It's not hard. And if I really fluff it, I stop and throw a shot of a horse or something in, and then straight back to me. None of this matters as much as you think it does. Finally, where are you getting your inspiration from? Because many people take their inspiration from the wrong places. They watch Gary Vee or some big speaker up on stage, real hype man energy, talking really fast. We don't need to be that. We just need to be real, because we're not trying to be someone else here. We're trying to find the TV version of you. So here's the one thing that I want you to do. Do this before your next video. Just put a phone on a tripod, roughly at eye level, press record, give yourself a beat, take a breath and walk towards it. You don't need to script anything. Just think of one thing you'd say to a mate, one bit of advice that helped you, and say it, and then stop. You might never use that video. It doesn't matter. You're working the muscle. And honestly, forget the views, forget the goal. When I put pressure on myself, my presenting gets worse. When I just try and help one person, help you, it gets better. I'm still working on it too. Right, go and make something. If this helped, hit subscribe. One of these every week. And if you haven't seen the one on looking natural by moving, that's the other half of this one. Give it a go. And tell me in the comments, you struggling with anything in particular? I read every single one. See you soon.